Hello! Today I'm going to be showing you how I make cucumber soap, and this is a beautiful cucumber soap that you can make at home too. Hi, I'm Sarah Janes from Soap School. We help aspiring entrepreneurs to start and develop their own soap businesses. But soap making is for everybody, and it doesn't have to be about creating a business. And we want to show you how you can make a small batch at home just for fun, something that you can enjoy with your family. We don't need a lot of expensive ingredients to make this. It's a beautiful recipe. So in here we have our solid fats. I've got my coconut oil and my palm oil. And we're also going to be using beautiful olive oil. It's so nourishing. It's just a beautiful oil in any soap. Now the hero of this particular recipe is going to be cucumber. But I'm also going to be adding a small amount of green tea extract. Now, this probably isn't something that you're going to have in your pantry. So if you don't have green tea extract and you don't want to use it, don't worry, you don't have to. And later in the video, I'll be explaining something that you could add instead of going out and buying an extract. So stick with me. So the first thing I need to do is to mix my lye solution. It's going to take a while for this to cool down. So it's always the first thing that really needs to be mixed. And there's no particles left. So I'm just going to set that to one side and that can just cool down. And the next thing I need to do is I need to just melt down my solid oils. Now everything has melted down, I'm going to add in my liquid oils. It's way too hot. We're currently at 118 degrees Celsius, so that's way too hot. But the cool olive oil is going to take that temperature down really nicely. And then I'm going to mix this really well, just to make sure that the oils are fully incorporated together. And then we'll take that temperature again. And look at that, that's come right down now to 70 degrees. So that's a massive change just by adding it at the end. So this still needs to come down a little bit more in temperature. So we'll set that off to one side with the lye. And now what we're going to do is prepare our cucumber. Now we don't need a huge amount of cucumber for this recipe, so you can just use the amount that you need, but sometimes it's actually quite hard pureeing a really tiny amount. So I find it's easier to puree a larger amount and then you can just pop it in the freezer and use it for another recipe in the future. But another thing that you can do with your frozen cucumber is what, Sean?
Make dog treats.
Yeah, exactly. We freeze the pureed cucumber and then we literally just pull them out for the dogs, and the dogs absolutely love them. So it's great because our dogs are a little bit too fat, a bit like me and Sean. But whenever they're dieting, we add cucumber into their food. They love the cucumber, and of course it's almost no calories. In the summer, when it's warmer and it's uncomfortable for them, they get to have the frozen cucumber cubes, and it's absolutely lovely.
And by the way, I'm not overweight, I'm just super fatted.
Can you say that louder?
And just for the record, I'm not overweight, I'm just super fatted.
I'm going to use that forever and a day now. That is it.
Or is it just a high super fat? I'm not. And for the record, I'm not overweight. I just have a high super fat.
I'm going to get that put on a t-shirt. That is brilliant. Now, when we do cucumber, I'm taking the peel off of this, but I have to say quite often I actually puree it with the peel on. It is absolutely beautiful. It's still got lots of nutrition in there and it gives a gorgeous dark green fleck throughout the soap. In this particular one, I'm not going to be doing that, but you've got the option of either leaving the peel on or taking it off. It's entirely up to you. And then we just literally need to chop some of it down. Now I'm going to do something a little bit different to show you how to get your purees really fine. So I'm going to start off by pureeing this down, and then I'm going to weigh off the exact amount that I actually need. Okay, so I'm just taking a regular stick blender and I'm just going to start pulsing this. You know, if you have a juicer, I would put it through a juicer. It would take seconds to do it in a juicer. Now the thing is, we actually want this to be very, very finely pureed. I don't want any lumps whatsoever. It's not going to be great in the soap, but it's something that we get asked all of the time. Can I really use fruit and vegetables in my soap? Absolutely, you can. But you can't use too much, and they must be really, really finely pureed. So I've weighed off just the amount that I actually need of my pureed cucumber. There's not enough to continue stick blending, so what we're going to do is add in a little bit of our oils. And then we're going to puree that down really, really smoothly with the oil. And I'll keep adding a little bit of oil at a time until we really get it much, much smoother. Doesn't that look absolutely beautiful? Our oils and our lye have now cooled down and it's time to add in this beautiful cucumber puree. So that's going to go in first. Now before I add my lye in, I am going to blitz this one more time. Let's add our lye solution in. We still need to add either your essential oils or a fragrance oil. I'm going to be using a fragrance oil in this one. I want a cucumber fragrance oil. So I'm going to add in my green tea extract. Now, what do you do if you don't have green tea extract? Well, first of all, you don't have to use green tea extract. It's a bonus. It's full of antioxidants. You absolutely do not have to have it in this recipe. You could just use the cucumber on its own. But if you don't have it and you still want some of the goodness from green tea, you could actually make up a green tea infusion. So just like making a cup of green tea with some green tea leaves and water, or a green tea bag, and just infuse it into your water that you're using for your lye at the beginning. Just make sure that it's cooled right down before you actually add it into your lye solution. And then I'm going to be adding in my fragrance oil. Now sometimes when I do this, I like to use things like cedarwood essential oil. That's beautiful with cucumber, but I'm sure you've got your favorite too. So now it's going to be time for pouring. Look how smooth and silky that is. Now I have to decide, am I going to do a texture on the top or leave it? I think I'm actually going to leave it. I'm not going to texture this one. Now, if you have enjoyed spending time with me today, why not think about clicking the subscribe button? If you ding the bell next to it, you'll get a notification every time that I add a new video, and I always love it when you hang out with me. And she's ready. Let's quickly turn this one out. I've got some soda ash on the top of this, so I'm going to need to plane this down. But I'll plane the individual bars rather than the whole loaf. It's a lovely pale colour. It's quite different to when I use the cucumber with the actual peel on, because when I use that, I get the green flecks all of the way through it. Whereas when I'm doing it just with the cucumber juice, it's actually much, much paler and you're not getting the coloration coming through. It smells beautiful. Of course, you don't have to use a fragrance oil. You can leave it completely unscented, or you could use an essential oil of your choice. Well, I think that's lovely. I can't wait to use it. I always love cucumber soap. It's so fresh and you just feel clean whenever you use it. Now, don't forget, if you want to have a go, the recipe is in the description area underneath the video, so you can grab it and have a go yourself if you are a soap maker and fancy trying this out. As always, it's been fantastic spending some time with you. If you're not already subscribed, hit the button, ding the bell, And that way you'll know every time that I add a new video, and you can come and share some more time with me. I can't wait to see you again really, really soon. Bye bye for now.